So it's no secret, literally no secret whatsoever, that Star Wars Battlefront 2 has had a rough launch and subsequent rough last few months. Now I won't go into details because I'm sure you know all about what happened, but I honestly think it's time to start looking at what the game is doing right at the moment, and that all seems to be kicking off in the next couple of months, starting this month in April. We're getting a brand new limited time game mode called Ewok Hunt. Now, this game mode, alongside a lot of other information, was dropped into a blog post titled Night on Endor. We've literally got information about what's coming over the next 2 or 3 months for Star Wars Battlefront 2. And there's a new communication system DICE is working on called the Community Transmission. This is going to be a way for DICE to give the community more information every single month about what's going on for Star Wars Battlefront 2. That's a big thumbs up in my opinion. The communication for this game so far has been, well, utterly awful to be honest, so anything more than what we're getting right now is a bonus, and the fact there's going to be a good structure for it is certainly a step in the right direction. So let's dig into all of this information then. First things first, that brand new limited time game mode, Ewok Hunt. Now, I've had the absolute pleasure of already playing this mode when I visited the DICE studios a few weeks back, and I can tell you right now, it is an extremely fun game mode to play. Now, it's a 20-player affair where one of the 20 players starts as an Ewok and the rest of you start as stormtroopers. And the Ewok needs to kill the stormtroopers using their spears, Westies, and other abilities. There's even this like rallying horn ability that you can fire off during the middle of battle, which of course everybody can hear, but because it's under the cover of darkness, nobody can really see you, so you sort of have to follow the sound. Now, the stormtroopers, they do have flashlights on the end of their blasters, and there are a few pickups around the map that they can use as well, and of course they need to try and kill the Ewoks as much as the Ewoks need to try and kill the stormtroopers. For the Ewoks to win, they simply need to kill every single stormtrooper on the map, and of course that should get progressively easier the longer the match goes on, with more and more Ewoks spawning in and less stormtroopers. However, if there are stormtroopers left on the map at the end of the round, then the stormtroopers win. We'll have to see if there have been any changes to the game mode since I played it, but that's roughly the concept, and trust me, playing under the cover of darkness where you can't really see what's going on, and you can just hear Ewok horns going off and screeches everywhere, blaster fire in the forest, it is a really cool experience, so I can't wait to give it a go in the final game. I've actually got plans to maybe set up a stream with Elliot Battlefront updates when this update goes live, so we can play some Ewok Hunt together. So if you're interested in seeing that, obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you subscribe to Elliot as well. He genuinely is the resource for you for Battlefront 2. Any news, any updates, that guy is all over it. I'll link his channel down in the description for you. Now, next up, as part of this April update, DICE is re-enabling crystals in Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the virtual currency the game is going to use to allow players to purchase cosmetic items. Now, these items will be available for you to grind towards as well. You don't have to spend real money in order to obtain these cosmetic items, but this is DICE's way of funding the DLC plans that they have for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and in my opinion, it's a way better system than what the game launched with. That was definitely a pay-to-win model. This one, you're just using money to buy cosmetics that make no difference to the game whatsoever. DICE have also gone one step further, and they've actually removed these cosmetic loot crates, so the items are simply going to be in a store for you to purchase directly. There's no random unboxings, there's no chance that you might get something. You know exactly what you're getting, it's just crystals for cosmetics. And of course you can use your credits to buy cosmetics if you just want to grind the game and not spend any more money than what you've already spent buying Battlefront 2. So I think this is a much better system than what we had before, and definitely it's the right system moving forwards. In this April update specifically, however, DICE is stating they're going to be adding over 50 different appearances, that's their name for skins, so you can personalise all of your different trooper classes and heroes with different outfits that you like, and more of them will be coming in the future. $50 is quite a lot simply for the first cosmetic update of Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you can actually buy the skins. I'm well aware we've had the Hoth outfits over the last couple of months. These appearances, or skins if that's what you want to call them, they will have a rarity system, much like the system in Fortnite, and the skins that DICE are providing in this April update are split between hero and normal trooper classes. 40 of them are for trooper classes, and the rest of them are for heroes, which I think is a good starting point. And of course you spend more time playing as trooper classes, so having a wider variety of those on offer is good for players who want a different look, and perhaps if you have a favourite hero you can either work towards or buy a skin for them, knowing you're going to be seeing that a lot more than the other heroes that you don't have skins for. At the moment, we don't really have any idea on pricing for these skins, but considering the game is already a AAA title, and most of us had to pay somewhere in the region of $60 in order to get access to the game, I think that the skins would be a lot cheaper than what perhaps Fortnite are charging. Some of their, legendary skins can cost more than $20 a piece, so if that was happening for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it wasn't just this most amazing skin that did some really cool stuff that the normal skin didn't do, providing that it doesn't affect gameplay, then I could maybe see it being charged that high, but because there is a price to entry for Star Wars Battlefront 2, I really do hope that EA and DICE take that into account and set proper according prices for some of these cosmetic items. Of course, it is up to them at the end of the day, but I kind of hope that they take notice of what other games are doing, looking at their pricing structures, and then set a reasonable amount for different skins in this game. Moving on now to a couple of other things. This April update will also enable the conversion of crafting parts to skill points, allowing you to unlock more star cards through the new progression path that DICE put in the game last month. Now, the new system uses skill points to unlock cards, but for this conversion, 40 crafting parts equals 1 skill point. Now, I've already spent all of my crafting points before this update, in fact before the March update, so that I could upgrade as many of my star cards as possible for the ones that I actually wanted to use, but I know many of you decided to hoard them for this specific conversion reason, so you can now be totally free to choose what you want to unlock, rather than having to rely on random crates like you did before. That system will be coming in this April update. DICE is now also implementing a small credit bonus if you win a match in multiplayer as well, and that gives you an incentive to try and win, and maybe give you a little bit more of a boost towards one of those cosmetic skins that you want to unlock. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you don't have to buy crystals in order to get cosmetic items. You can use in-game credits simply playing the game, build those up, and you can buy one of the skins when you've got enough. And lastly for today, DICE has given us a little bit more information on how they plan to keep Star Wars Battlefront 2 fresh and content-rich moving forwards. They've detailed 2 different types of update that this game will be getting moving into the future. We're going to have monthlies and seasons. Now, monthlies, as the name suggests, are monthly updates that provide bug fixes, smaller content updates, and tweaks to gameplay as and where the developers feel it's necessary. The March update that introduced Bespin and Jetpack Cargo onto that map is a monthly update, as well as this upcoming Night on Endor update in April as well. Now, seasons, they're generally going to be larger updates and will focus around a specific theme, like a new Star Wars film, for example, or an anniversary in the Star Wars universe. Season 2 will be launching in May of this year, which of course is the month of the new Han Solo film, so I think we can be pretty certain of what Season 2 is going to be about now. So, there we have it. Hopefully we're now past all of the controversy, and finally DICE can kick into gear with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and set about doing what they'd planned to do in November of last year when the game had just been released. Let me know what you think of all this down below. Are you looking forward to the Ewok Hunt limited time game mode, or is it the skins that interest you more? Let me know down below in the comments. But thanks very much for watching today. Don't forget to drop this video a like if you enjoyed it, or you can dislike it if you didn't enjoy it. Subscribe for more content like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.